Hello, thanks for joining me for another couple of reviews here then. Today we're going to Scotland and the Williams Brothers Brewing Company. The first beer I'm going to be reviewing is Klute, which is a West Coast style IPA, coming in at 5.6% ABV. I think Klute, doing a bit of research, there was a 1971 crime thriller film. Whether it's got any relation to do with that or not, I don't know. Not much on the information here on this one, apart from what it's saying is a classic combination of Citra, Mosaic and Chinook hops. So we'll get back into that. So that'll be the first one, and then the second one is Brel, which is a Belgian style IPA. This one is coming in at, let's have a look, 5.7% ABV. So that'll be the second one. So let's crack on with the first one then. I got this recently from Aldi's here in the UK, and I've not seen it. I think it's a fairly new beer, or it certainly is to my area. But yeah, let's crack on. So 330ml can then. This is bizarre, but it's got a best before May of 2021, a West Coast IPA. Just too long, isn't it, really? Simple as that. So let's just crack into it and see what we get. So I'm guessing by that massively long date it's fresh, so we'll see. Beer in a glass. Cost me £1.29 or 25, something like that. Generate a little bit of head on that one. A little bit left in the can. So it's actually pin sharp. Crystal clear. It's a one finger, just off white head, gentle carbonation running through the beer. A very kind of golden looking beer then. Get an aroma. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna go in. I'm getting a picture in my head out of this beer. It's just the aroma alone. A bit synthetic, a bit. There's a touch of like citrusiness in there, but it's not. It's very minimal. Just going for the taste. Not really picking up much on that. A touch of malt. Cheers. A bit of bitterness going on there on the back end. It's not for me. It's not really a West Coast IPA. Not really. There's no real kind of big pine presence, or there is a little bit of grapefruit, a touch of citrus. It's got more malt qualities than anything else. It's not massively sweet. Definitely got more of that bitter kind of back end. Does it say anything else here? This clean, cool West Coast IPA is brewed with an US ale yeast and pours golden in the glass. A slightly sweet malt character. Slightly, it is slightly. Builds before unleashing the citrus burst of the classic combination of Citra, Mosaic and Chinook. I'm really not getting anything of that kind of Mosaic for me. There is that touch of citrus. This one is at 5.6% ABV. And 40 IBUs according to Untapped. It's okay, but it's £1.25 or whatever it is a can. It's certainly better than some of the other offerings I've had from some of the Aldi kind of beers they have there. It's alright. I mean, it depends what you're looking for. For the price, it's not bad at all. Overall, you're kind of getting what you pay for a little bit on this one. It's very clean, as it says, but a clean West Coast IPA. I mean, clean. It's a little bit, yes, it's starting to get a bit more sweeter the more I'm drinking it, but the ABV's hidden well. The mouth feels like a lower end of a medium. But this beer could get people into craft beer, so it depends where your palate is at with these sort of things. If you're new to it, this could be too bitter for you. You know, we're all got different palates, etc. So it's difficult to go out and try it for yourself. That's all I say. Anyway, that's that one. That's the Klute. We'll go into the Brel. It's a Belgian IPA then. Oh mate, same price, same brewery, from the Williams brothers in Scotland, out of Scotland. And again, best before May of 2021, which is like, I don't get it. 5.7% ABV. I think it's 25 IBUs on this one. So let's crack it open again. 330ml can. You can't go wrong. I mean, $2.50 for a couple of cans. We'll just give them a try. See what they're all about. Oh, it's got a bit more kind of malt character going in on this one. Try and generate a little bit ahead, see what we get. Just off white, slightly golden-esque. Let me pour all this one in. God, look at that. Really. Wow, that's almost like an amber. Like an English sort of bitter type look to it, coppery tones, crystal clear as well. Again, it's quite a roaring carbonation, as you kind of expect with a Belgian yeast. This is a Belgian and US mixed yeast strain in this one. So apart from that, there's not a lot of other information about what hops are involved in this or anything like that. It just says the aggressive American hops. Balanced but more by delicate European varieties, enhanced by underlying fruit character, blah 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 blah, with addition of coriander and orange peel in this one. So let's give it a swirl and a sniff and see if we can pick out any of these aggressive hops, I guess. We're certainly picking up that Belgian-esque kind of yeast. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing aggressive yeast wise, but how many times am I going to say that? Subtle. It's a subtle Belgian-esque kind of aroma to it. Certainly a bit of darker fruits coming in there, maybe some raisins, touch of raisins or something like that. I'll be interested to see how sweet this one is, but we'll give it a go anyway. Cheers. Yeah, a little bit sweeter, as I was kind of expecting. There's a little bit of a bubble gum thing going on with this. Definitely picking up on that malt, and you can see it. Sweet malts. Definitely picking up a bit of coriander. Not much of orange. A little bit spicy from that Belgian yeast. Sweet for sure. Not picking up, obviously it's 25 IBUs. It's definitely more sweet than any kind of bitterness I'm picking up. It's okay. I'd be really intrigued how people get on along with this beer as well. So yeah, I mean, interesting beers for for Aldi to put these beers out there. Yeah, it'd be quite interesting to see what people generally think of these if you're new to craft beer and you're picking up these for the first time, and be quite intrigued. But apart from that, I'm getting a little bit of, now it's opened up a little bit in the glass for a few minutes. It's almost like a slight metallic aroma coming off it. Yeah, it is a little bit thin, as my good friend from PA Brew News would say. Belgian style beers, or Belgian IPAs, I like them a little bit more kind of body and flavour going on. This one's very kind of subtle again. A little bit of white pepper, a little bit of spice, picking up the coriander, not so much the orange peel. Is it orange peel? Yeah, orange peel. There is a dark fruit kind of character to it, like a very subtle kind of raisiny sort of thing. I wouldn't go as far as fig or anything like that. Obviously that's a little bit more stronger. Maybe a little bit of there's a slight kind of toasty malt kind of feel to the beer as well. Quite sweet, not very bitter. It's okay. For what you're paying, £1.25, £1.25, £1.29, whatever, that sort of price range. Okay, not bad at all. But yeah, not the best representation of the style for me personally, but you might think it's awesome, and hopefully you do. Let's go back to the first one then. Let me just get a drink of water and I'll give it a rating. Obviously a slightly longer review as there's two beers. So we'll go back to the Klute West Coast IPA. We'll do that one first. Very smooth, very gentle, very inoffensive. But having drunk some really cracking, amazing West Coast style IPAs, yeah, it's a little bit subdued for my taste, but a good gateway beer to the style nonetheless. Saying all that, I'd give this beer a 6 out of 10, so it's a 3 out of 5 on the Untapped scale. So the scores, let me get the scores up on this one. This beer has had a total of 809 total check-ins, so not sure how long this beer's been out. It's had a lot in the last 30 days, 791 in the last 30 days, so it's been out about a month then. 694 ratings then, coming in at 3.45, so it's actually pushing a 7 out of 10 on Untapped, so there you go. It's a fairly new beer, but I'm giving this a straight 3, so that's a 6 out of 10. Go out and try it. It's a pretty damn good price for what you're getting, to be honest with you, but I'm just doing it on the beer itself, not price. I don't filter that in to my reviews. Some people do, some people don't, whatever. Anyway, so that's that one, Klute. And we will go now with the Brel, the Belgian style. Back to that one. It's got a little bit more body to it now, just going back from the West Coast. A little bit more going on here and there. Bit more body, a bit more flavour. Not quite so. I mean, it is thin for the style, but compared to the other beer, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm going to give this beer a 6.5 out of 10, so that is a 3.25. Again, a good gateway beer to these or styles of IPA. Going to Untappd, see what they say on this one. So this has had 797 total check-ins, 783 in the last 30 days. New beer again then. It's had 675 total ratings, coming in at 3.29. So I'm giving it a 3.25. So I'm a lot closer on with the rating on this one than the first one. But yeah, let me know if you've had these two beers before. I assume they're fairly new. I'm not 100% on that. Let me just try and hold these up. See if I can. There we go. Let me know if you've had these beers before. From Williams Brothers out in Scotland and in Aldi's at the moment. I assume nationwide. Check out your local one if you're in the UK. Hopefully they're going to be there for you. Anyway, let us know down below, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.